Hey everybody, how are you? Let me get this a little bit better because got to see the whole melon. All right, we're going to talk about what's going on currently here in Santa Clarita Real Estate. I'm going to jump back in here. So let's see if I can get this pulled up. Okay, very good. So I was going half and half. So right now, let's look at the current inventory and see what's happened. What I did, yeah, that's awful big. Oh, very good. That's better. All right. So what I did is I put up whenever I designed this system, and I built this whole thing from scratch. It's got the pure MLS feed in here as well. So check it out. So what I do is the way I populate them is I put all of the newest listings, of course, first. I think that's what everybody wants to see, and then I give a little day indicator there. I have the brokerage, of course. You can look at the photos and details. That's wonderful. And then here's properties that are coming soon. This is probably one of the most important parts of it because if this is something that you're very interested in, you'll be able to see these here before they actually hit the market. Coming soon, 1 to 21 days between the time that they're posted until they actually hit the market for sale. So it's something to also look at, but you'll see those right on the homepage. And just Santa Clarita, okay? Santa Clarita Open Houses.com, just Santa Clarita. I have access to all the other cities, but there's really just Santa Clarita. All right, so let's get into some numbers here. Right now, one new today in Castaic. Let me go up here to the Mac box. I'm going to punch in market stats. If I can get my keyboard to work. And then you can do the same thing. You'd be able to punch in market stats as well. And then what'll happen is I built this page, market stats. That's how I happen to know it. And then we'll pull up some numbers right now. So currently in Santa Clarita Valley, this was updated 10:03 a.m., which is right now. And it's 837 total active. 106 properties are under contract or backup offer status. That's active under contract. So potentially, if you're looking to purchase real estate and you see something that's in some kind of process, something that's in escrow, might have access. And I would say to your buyer's agent, say, listen, Jack or Jill, hey, just follow up with these properties. I like this. I know it's in escrow, but follow up with the agent. You'd be surprised. Just your agent making that little connection and saying, hey, if this one falls out, I'd be very interested in looking at it, potentially writing an offer. Follow up with that other agent. It gives your agent something to do. They can call up the other great agent, and you know how they do it. They talk to each other and slap each other on the back and tell each other how great they are, and then say, "Hey, listen, by the way, regarding your house at 1234 Anywhere Street, my client loves it. I know you're in escrow. By the way, how does it look?" And they'll say, "Well, it's funny you call, and I've heard this so many. It's funny you call, Connor. It's a little shaky. Buyers kind of went quiet. They haven't really been communicating through their agent. And I've been asking the agent, they got to remove their contingencies, but they're not doing it. So your buyer likes it, huh? Like a dream. My buyers thought of nothing else for the last 3 weeks. So anyway, then that connection's made. And then they say, well, you know what? It's a little shaky right now. I know it's active under contract. It's in backup offer position. So yeah, why don't you come have them look at it and then maybe write a backup offer if it's worth it. So I go show the property. They look at the property, they like it. And again, if I was representing buyers, I'm sellers only right now. I've been doing that for several years now. For 21 years, though, I represented buyers. You want to find an agent like me that does it this way? Hit me up. I'll find you somebody. So I say, okay, great, take the client. We wrote the offer. And then lo and behold, that buyer ends up canceling. The seller's already met us because some of the time they're already at the property, wanting to see who this new buyer is. And then we swoop in and we get it. Anyway, food for thought. 173 properties pending, 116 total listings right now as far as on the market. This is going to be everything in process, 837, 106, 173, 1116, right? 46 properties closed last 7 days. 205 closed the last 30 days. 1,316 closed the last 6 months. This is typical 40, 50, 60 properties closing out here every single week in Santa Clarita. It was slower during the holidays. That always happens. This number here during the holidays was in the fours. So we've pretty much doubled inventory. 13 properties coming soon. I did that. Now, breaking it down, what I do as well, just so everybody can see it, and this page, that's why this page is so valuable. Yeah, there's more. So much more. Single family residences, 134, condos, 81, townhomes, 57, currently in this Valencia 272 active. And if you want to see these, right, just click. It's going to pull up and you'll see. I chose the hourglass. I wanted this to be kind of a retro, the Macintosh version, if any. I'm dating myself, but anyway, you'll see everything here. Click on these properties, and of course, get all the information, pull everything up. I put a couple different things in here. I have basic taxes for LA County property tax base, throw in here $155. Now, as far as Mello-Roos, there's really no good indication of Mello-Roos out there. You have to go to the tax rolls. When you go to the tax rolls, then you'll be able to pull the CFDs or whatever those special assessments are on the property and then work it out. But just leave all the heavy lifting to your agent. Just get that number up front, though. Before you start writing offers, when you're looking at different homes out here, make sure that you're getting the information as to what Mello-Roos exist so you don't go in blind. Because once you fall in love with something, you're getting ready to put pen to paper and you want to write the offer and you have all your finances in place and maybe you're strapping yourself to the limit there with regard to what you're going to be purchasing and payment. Everybody does that. Be careful with that, but you know, we are who we are. So once you do that, though, and then you find out there's, an extra entire 1.25 or 1.5 or 2.0% Mello-Roos tax on top of it, that's an ugly situation. That could be, 15, 20, $30,000 a year on $1 million house. So be careful. You need to know that number going in because that also could sink your battleship when it comes to being able to make your payment. And then you go into the whole foreclosure thing and it sucks. All right. So that's where we are currently as far as inventory goes. Santa Clarita Open Houses.com. We're at Sunday, right? 7/12/2026. Who would have thought? Connor with Anna, when you're ready, go check it out. Lots of good stuff there. It's unlocked. You can ask me questions here. The contact Connor at the bottom down here. That goes, okay, that goes to my cell phone. So you just reach out there and I'd love to talk to you. Let me know if I can answer any questions. Thanks for watching and we'll see you tomorrow. Be well.